DNA evidence has finally solved the mystery of the Blue family in Kentucky. And it's not what we thought. For decades, the story of the Blue family drifted through Kentucky like a cold wind no one wanted to acknowledge. People spoke of the strange photograph only in hushed tones, insisting it was just an old curiosity from a forgotten farm. Yet older residents remembered something different, unexpected visitors who appeared and vanished, and a silence around the topic that felt too intentional to be coincidence. When a DNA fragment surfaced earlier this month, no one imagined it would pull an entire region back into a mystery they thought was buried. The research team at MIT Quantum Lab believed the sample would confirm a rare genetic condition, but the first scan sent confusion rippling across the room. The sequences were distorted, repeating in ways that made no biological sense. One of the senior researchers said the pattern resembled a timeline folded onto itself, a phrase that unsettled even the most skeptical members of the team. They repeated the analysis again and again, but each result only deepened the impossibility. The markers did not match any known human ancestry on record. It was as if the sample belonged to a branch of humanity that had never fully existed in our documented history. When the findings leaked online, many older Kentuckians reacted not with disbelief, but with a strange, quiet recognition. Some recalled being warned as children not to wander too far into the hills after dusk. Others remembered hearing their grandparents mention lights that moved silently across the fields on certain winter nights. None of these memories had ever been taken seriously, but now they carried a weight no one could easily explain. People in their 50s, 60s and 70s began sharing stories they had been discouraged from repeating for most of their lives. Days later, a retired schoolteacher came forward with a weathered notebook inherited from her grandmother. The final pages described encounters with a family whose skin carried a faint blue sheen, who spoke politely but avoided crowds, and who left their cabin without a trace one early morning. The last entry ended abruptly, the ink trailing off as if something startled the writer mid-sentence. MIT analysts are now verifying the notebook, but early comparisons suggest it may be authentic. Just when the public thought the case could not grow stranger, MIT announced they had received a second DNA sample, left anonymously at their door. The markers matched the first in their impossibility, yet carried subtle differences, as though part of a larger puzzle not yet understood. The lab released only one haunting statement. We believe the Blue family may not have been the first or the last. If you like the story, comment Part 2.